season. 1 mile, 6.5 furlongs. Just to the 5, and they jump away. Sunway just given a bit of time, was restrained early on. Eyes on Grosvenor Square early, and Jan Brueghel, who can go to sleep in his races, is racing quite freely early on. Illinois completes the triumvirate of OBrien horses, and Jan Brueghel continues to race keenly. Wild Waves up on the inside, and the pace at this stage is yet to lift. Sunway just shuffled back. One that is posted a bit wide, You Got To Me. At this stage, Hector Crouch just having to wrestle her back, as now Grosvenor Square just begins to stride on with a bit more purpose. But You Got To Me towards the outside, Pink Caps keen early. Last of all is Dare a Mile. So not at an overly strong pace at this stage. Grosvenor Square leads by a length from Illinois in second. Wild Waves races third. Jan Brueghel is in fourth place, virtually eclipsed there in the maroon and blue. Sunway's on the running rail just ahead of the filly You Got To Me, who is second last, and last of all is Dare a Mile. So Grosvenor Square just ticking off furlongs that currently are between 12.5 and 13 seconds, leading by a length from Illinois in second. Wild Waves is third. Jan Brueghel is in fourth place. Sunway continues to race in fifth with You Got To Me, and right at the back of the pack remains Dare a Mile under Jason Watson. Again, an excess of 13-second furlong. Grosvenor Square unpestered on the lead. Illinois, his stable companion, not applying any pressure at the moment. Wild Waves third, Jan Brueghel fourth. Sunway races in fifth place as they continue now to make this left-hand turn, and they're racing now towards the final 7 furlongs. Dare a Mile still held up with You Got To Me as Grosvenor Square just begins to try and increase the pace slightly. Racing freely from Illinois in second place. Wild Waves and Jan Brueghel race in third and fourth, with Sunway's partner being You Got To Me, and right at the back of the pack is Dare a Mile. The tempo continues to lift, and they're making the turn back towards home. Shortly to come back into view from the grandstands, and out in the lead it is Grosvenor Square, who's made every yard under Gavin Ryan. In second is Illinois for Wayne Lorden. Just about the first 3 for O'Brien now, as Jan Brueghel just noses alongside and maybe just ahead of Wild Waves as they begin to turn into the straight. The crowd see them and begin to raise their voices. Sunway in fifth place, You Got To Me towards the outside, and Dare a Mile. Grosvenor Square leads. Illinois is poised. Jan Brueghel for the first time just pushed along on the outside of Wild Waves. You Got To Me makes ground on the outside. Sunway, Christophe Soumillon trying to pick his way through the field, and then Dare a Mile, who still sits patiently. Grosvenor Square, Illinois, Jan Brueghel towards the outside. Then Wild Waves, Sunway amongst horses. Behind these, You Got To Me, and Dare a Mile still travelling strongly as the 3 O'Brien horses are line abreast in the ledger with 2 furlongs to go. Illinois and Jan Brueghel from Grosvenor Square. They've now opened up a couple of lengths in advance of Sunway and Dare a Mile, who continues to stay on. Illinois on the running round, and Jan Brueghel. Illinois still narrowly in front. Sunway and Dare a Mile trying to get to the front too. Illinois, Jan Brueghel digging in, draws alongside the stable companion. The O'Brien pair head for head in the ledger. Jan Brueghel edges ahead close home and will remain unbeaten and land a classic for Sean Levey and Aidan O'Brien. The 1-2 for the stable with Illinois second. Sunway and Dare a Mile, who had a great race. Grosvenor Square. Then behind those was Wild Waves and You Got To Me, finished last of all. It takes a while with Jan Brueghel, but the penny is beginning to drop, and he continues to move from strength to strength. Beats Illinois by about a neck, very close for third. That is close, isn't it? A pair of nosebands. Dare a Mile on the outside of Sunway. Grosvenor Square, who set it up for the others but didn't have the turn of foot. Wild Waves and You Got To Me, it was today at least a step too far. Sean Levey renewing his old association with the O'Brien camp. Colours of Westerberg, Mrs. Magnier, Michael Tabor and Derek Smith. Has gone from strength to strength this year, and he raced more kindly for the majority of this race, and so with his big imposing frame he could still be a horse we're really going to look forward to in the years to come.
Wow, Aidan O'Brien, Galileo, 101 for him now in terms of Group 1s. Jan Brueghel. For Aidan O'Brien, it's an 8th St Ledger. It's a 45th British Classic. But what a day, Jason, for the man on board, Sean Levey, adding a St Ledger to his 1,000 guineas in 2018, his Irish 1,000, his Irish guineas this year, it turned into a two-way battle between the stablemates.
And that was it, wasn't it? The eyeball battle. Who was going to come out on top? Who wanted it the most? Well, I think both of them have tried incredibly hard, nearly like a piece of work late on as they joined up sides. Both boys, they know that they have to wait regarding the Pro Cush before delivering that maximum effort. And thankfully, Sean has timed things to a nicety down the outside.
I really do think he's had a willing partner underneath him.
Oh, Stewart, sorry Adele, Stewart's inquiring.
Little rubber shoulders between the first and second, but third and fourth.
It's third and fourth. It's third and fourth. If you're on Jan Brueghel, do not worry. Adele.
No, I think obviously as they loomed up to eyes each other, Illinois, he's got that really determined attitude. He really sticks his neck out. I felt like Jan Brueghel just had a little bit more of his sleeve. You know, he's got a bit of quality about him there. What we can see in the finish, definitely for sure. So he's taken a big step forward, isn't he?
Only his fourth start on a racecourse, he has yet to taste defeat. I think we all thought after Goodwood that he had plenty to learn still, and today essentially they probably were able to control the tactics. They were going a square off in front, and then they had Illinois and Jan Brueghel there, so they were well positioned to strike, but he engaged battle with his stablemate and he came out on top, and he's only improving.
Let's just enjoy these scenes in front of this enormous crowd. As Sean Levey looks to the skies, Jan Brueghel.
Well, here he is, from Swaziland to a British classic hero. So much in this, Sean. Your old man, of course, went to Ballydor and worked there. Sadly with us no longer. First of all, if he was here, what would he say to you about being the St. Ledger hero?
Look, he'd be very proud, no doubt. I think the first thing he'd definitely say is thank you to Aidan and Mr. Magna, Mrs. Magna, the whole team, Mrs. Van Hope, Mr. Van Opel, just everyone concerned, you know, just to be given those opportunities. Finally get a nice race for him it's a great feeling for me anyway, personally.
Sean, this horse still looks so green, but when you ask him, he's got a heart of a lion.
Listen, no doubt, we knew the track would suit, we knew the trip would suit. I think he showed he's exceptional going that extra distance. Honestly, he feels like a Gold Cup horse in the making, really. Wouldn't be surprised if he stepped up a bit further next year, but look, there's no doubt he has a bit of class about him, he's done that really well.
And Sean, it was a terrific horse race. I don't know as a jockey whether you just want to win, but to be part of a finish like that in a classic, try and give us an idea of how it's feeling for you going down to the final furlong.
Well, you're right, exceptional horses like this, they always get you into a position where you have a chance of challenging for a win, and this horse has just done that, you know. I drew up size the favourite, and Ryan said to me, just have it in mind, he's still babyish and he could stop if he got there too soon, so you know, I fired my shot, but gradually done so, and just was able to pop him in front when it mattered.
And Sean, you've had Rosalien this season, a brilliant miler. You started off with King of Change, another good miler. Now you've won a British Classic. Your career is on the high. Too brilliant.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Look, as long as we keep getting the opportunities, be happy to take them, I suppose. But
well done.
I like what David, who's in charge here, did there. They changed the entrance to let the crowd enjoy the St. Ledger hero, walking in front of the stands here, going round the winner's enclosure and back in. That's a good innovation, and the crowd loved it. Jan Brueghel wins the Ledger, stablemate in second. Francesca?
Well, Well, I think that on the left of Jan Brueghel is George van Opel of Westerberg. As you can see with the colours, he's not the traditional Coolmore colours that you might expect of Derek Smith or Michael Tabor. He's got the red and the blue, and showing that George van Opel Westerberg is the, I think, primary ownership. I don't know exactly how they split it up, but be a massive thrill for him to see this horse winning in his colours.
Well, they flip-flopped throughout the day, and in the end, the two of them went off 11-4 joint favourites. Jan Brueghel and Illinois. Dear a mile. We'll wait to see about the steward's inquiry for third and fourth. Has run a big race, Jason, whatever happens.
Yeah, he travelled